All right. Welcome, everybody, to the Dream Big Holiday Showcase, episode one. I'm so happy to be here, and I'm happy to have a really great friend with me, Coach Rod. Can
How
you
you
hear
doing?
us?
How's everybody
Okay,
doing?
there we go. I just
Yeah, I
wanted to
can
make
hear
sure.
you.
So, yes. So, just to jump in, sorry, I'm running a little bit late, but happy Tuesday. And I'm really honored to be able to do this event, have this group of people with us here tonight. Always a huge thanks to Dream Big for hosting this event. Year 10 of consistently hosting this event as a fundraiser for Toys for Tots. And I am so honored and excited to be a part of this event. So, a huge thank you to them always for having me and Semi Pro Live a part of this event. So, Coach Rod, there was an announcement today. And so, tell us a little bit about that announcement and how will you play a role with Dream Big this year?
I think this year is I moved away from the coaching side of things, and got it more into the admin stuff. I like to thank Dream Big for wanting me back, even in that capacity. It helps me with my day to day activities with the team that I'm uh, building over here in Tacoma. And so it's good practice for me, but it's more of a almost like a GM, like a general manager role. I'll oversee some game day things and put together some events, some small events and stuff that we're going to do with the kids, and also help out with a lot of the football operations side of the on the game side. So it's going to be big fun.
Well, I had a good time last year. I really did. It really felt like a football festival. And so I've been grateful and honored to be able to like attend different types of events from like youth events, arena events. And this one was really unique. Like as a woman who I don't play football, I am just a fan, and to be able to find new players to be fans of, I think that was my favorite part about the event. And so,
Yeah.
anyone who likes kids and giving and toys, and women hitting other women on the field, like you should definitely be a part of this event. And so, I think that you can enjoy it in many different type of ways. So, but I don't really want to hold very long because this event or this meeting tonight is not even really about us. We have two of
Mhm.
the best women football players on deck, ready to show up December the 6th in Las Vegas. And so, tell us a little bit about what you know about these athletes, Coach Rye.
So from my experience being in women's football, again, I coached last year. So I coached against Leilani, and she ended up getting the MVP. And we'll go into detail of why she got the MVP, but it was, um, she's all over the field, man. Just a great athlete, great player. And then I got to coach Alyssa, so it was an awesome experience coaching her as well. You're going to see two. They're coming in as captains this year, so you're going to get two very diverse athletes that can do a lot on the field, multi positions. Um, I mean, Alyssa brings a swagger to the field that is untouched. She's always talking about that she's the loudest one on the field, and she definitely is.
Oh, yes,
Talk the
she
talk, walk
is.
the walk.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Last year,
And
she
then yeah, Leilani.
immediately,
Leilani's probably one of the hardest. Leilani's probably one of the hardest kids I've seen.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
hopefully you watched the game last year. You don't really have to like add too many words behind Leilani's performance. Just look at the trophy, you know what I mean? And then Alyssa, yes, Alyssa brings pressure like the whole game. And so
yeah,
I'm excited to see the high level of competition, right? Because if you think about what this is really people who love the game so much that they come together to compete. They travel to Las Vegas. to compete in a fundraiser event for Toys for Tots. So it's like they're bringing awareness to Toys for Tots, and they love the game. So these are definitely some of the athletes that like love the game the most, and I think that's what makes it a really high level competitive event. So, but I want to get over to bringing on our guest. So I think I'm just going to bring us all in at the same time. Welcome, applause, applause. So, really what I'd like to do is just allow each one of you to introduce yourself. But Dream Big always does really well with their information. So I actually want to give a little bit of an introduction first. So Alyssa Williams is one of the most electrifying three-phase athletes in women's football today, whose energy and leadership set the tone every time she steps on the field. A true game changer capable of taking over on offense, defense, and special teams alike. That is the official Dream Big introduction because that was written by Dream Big. I don't want to take credit for that. Everyone, welcome Alyssa. So Alyssa, after hearing what Dream
Everybody.
Big Athletics has to say about you, please reintroduce yourself to the audience.
Hi everyone. I'm Alyssa Williams. Um, I am gonna let the words speak for me. I'm just a bundle of joy on the field. I may not be the biggest, but I am for sure seen. Whether it's my mismatching cleats, it's my voice, or you get blindsided. You never know.
Mm.
Yeah.
Never know.
All right. And
Yeah.
so, I
Anyways, though,
mean,
thanks for having me.
we're warming up right now. So give it about 5 minutes. I feel like you're giving us nice Alyssa right now. We'll see how
I
you
just
come
gotta be
on.
nice to people. Let them get to know.
Okay. All right, Coach Rye, would you like to introduce Leilani?
Uh,
And it's
Go ahead.
okay. It's
You go ahead.
okay. So,
Yeah,
and
go
I
ahead. I got you.
think not very much introduction needed, but Leilani has spent each of her 5 seasons playing competitive women's tackle football with the Mile High Blaze in the WNFE, WNFA.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
sorry, the WFA. I do
Mhm.
apologize. I am just fumbling on my words. I apologize.
All
In
good.
the
All good.
WFA, but will be making a transition debut to a new organization here recently. And so we have so much information about you, Leilani. And I just want to say whenever you sent over your photos, the first photo I think was you maybe like 10 seconds as a baby in the world with a helmet and shoulder pads on. And so
Yep.
yes.
Yep.
So you have been dedicated to the game for quite some time. And I hope if anything that what we do tonight could inspire other reporters and news outlets to cover you more often and like provide you a platform because it is very deserving. And I really do hope that more people can cover your story. And so, Leilani, welcome. And if you could,
Thank you.
please reintroduce yourself to the audience.
Okay, let's see. I am not very loud on the field. I like to joke around, everybody's my friend. Um, football's fun for me. Football, I feel like is my calling, and I just try to have fun, and um I let my playing do the speaking for me. I don't talk. I do not talk very often while I'm on the field. Besides, our play calls. Letting my defense know what's up, make sure we're on the same page. But other than that, um, most of my talking is done probably after the game. Uh, yeah, and I know we got a whole. I won't say too much because I know we have a whole uh session to get through. So I'll
Yeah,
just
yeah, it's fine. And
hold
I
off
do want
until
to
then.
I want to thank both of you for your time. And actually, before we go in a little bit further, I did forget, I do want to make a very short disclaimer. I am very much so just a fan of women's football. And so, but I do have to say that like this entire event is not associated to any specific league, any specific team, and the players are representing themselves. And so we just want to be very clear about that. And, but as a fan of the game, I do encourage players to share as much information as possible because also the goal of this is to create new fans for you and to grow your platforms as well. So, but back to the interview. So, Coach Rod, do you have anything that you'd like to add to any of the information or to the players?
Yeah, honestly, I actually want to ask some questions, and get your guys' feedback on a little bit from your perspective. Um, First off, uh, what are do you guys we can start with Leilani. Leilani, do you play any other sports, or did you grow up playing any other sports? Um, and how did that translate into your tackle game?
Well, I'll go first back to my OG story of why I even started playing tackle football in the first place. I absolutely love this story. I actually started as a cheerleader when I was 7 years old. And I originally, it was in my mind and in my environment around me that, when the opportunity for me to get on a football field was for me to be a cheerleader. So I was like, okay, well, this is the only option for me. So I guess I'll be a cheerleader. I absolutely, I don't like using the word hate, but I really disliked being a cheerleader. And I disliked wearing like my skirts and having to dress up. And I was like, I just want to go like, like roll in the mud and like do what my brother's doing. And like the photo showed, he was only, I was 7 at the time and he was about 3 or 4 playing flag football.
Okay.
And so I would sneak away from my practices of cheerleading and I would go to his flag practices and I would learn his plays so that during the games, instead of cheering, I would be yelling at him for doing the wrong thing and not doing the play right because I knew his plays. And of course, he's only 3 or 4 years old, so he doesn't he doesn't really know exactly what's going on. So, fast forward another year, and I he got tired of me being a sideline coach instead of a cheerleader. So he said, if you're so good, then why don't you do it? And I was like, you know what? Why don't I do it? Why not? So I go to the next summer, I do the conditioning, I do the tackle drills and learning how to play tackle football. And when it was time to get our shoulder pads and helmets, I got in line because I was like, okay, I'm not doing this just for nothing. So,
Mm-hmm.
and my parents picked us up from practice, and I came in the car with shoulder pads and helmets, and it was also my brother's first year of tackle as well. So they were already nervous for him being so young. And then on top of that, me being a girl, my parents were weary about me playing tackle football in the first place. So it took some convincing from the coaches, which luckily I had the coaches I did, or else I would not be here where I am right now. Um, and I got on the field and I played defensive end. I played running back as soon as I started. And I had a blast, and I picked everything up so quickly. And I was definitely not and am not talented. It took a lot of work, a lot of like memorization, a lot of like slow playing everything. Since the age of 9, I had to learn how to navigate still the football world from a female perspective, because I realized really early on that, you know, me being a female, there was certain ways that I was learning things that were different from everyone else. And I didn't, I mean, at the time being younger, I'm glad I had the mindset where I didn't feel completely left out. It's just like, okay, well, I'm just seeing things differently. So, um, fast forward, I tried baseball. My mom tried putting me in basketball. I scored 2 points in my whole career. I probably fouled out almost every game playing basketball. It was horrible. That was like the worst season of my life. I really disliked basketball.
Hey,
Oh
in
no.
the football world, we always say, "Man, we're going to make a basketball player out of you," right? So that's kind of weeding out the ones that can't take football. We send them to basketball, and in the basketball world, I coach basketball too. We say we're going to make a football player out of you. Those are the ones that foul a lot.
Yep,
So
that was me.
yeah,
So they had to strategically put me in when they needed good defense and make sure I didn't foul out every single game. So that was great. Baseball, I they put me in the outfield and I could not catch the ball. I don't know why they put me out there. There was lots of home runs because of me. So very much disliked baseball. It was not my sport either. Um, Fast forward into high school, to stay in shape, I couldn't just play football all year round because come winter time, there's very limited options of what you can play in football.
yeah,
Um, so I decided it was between basketball and wrestling, and we already tried basketball. We know the outcome of that. So I tried wrestling, and I really fell in love with wrestling. Wrestling is a really close secondary sport for me.
mhm,
Originally, I got into it just to stay in shape, but I ended up doing really well. I qualified for state my first year as a freshman, and I wrestled all 4 years. And then my senior year, I got second place in state at my weight division. And then coming into my college year, I played flag football at Ottawa University. I was on scholarship for flag football, so the first year I decided to just focus on flag football and develop my skills there because I actually hadn't played flag football 7-on-7 since I was in middle school. And that one was a little that it was different. The pace was different and I hadn't played it for 4 or 5 years. So I decided, this is my opportunity to go to college on a scholarship because, realistically, there was no way I was going to be able to play linebacker at college on a high scholarship at a high level school. So
mhm.
luckily, flag football was on the rise at the time, and it is now, of course. And I was fortunate enough to get a scholarship to go to Ottawa and play flag football with Liz and Katie Sowers, and that was a whole awesome experience in itself. And then on top of I graduated fairly quickly. I graduated in 2 years. So this last year, I decided to do wrestling because it had been on my heart to play to do wrestling, but I knew it was going to take a lot to dual sport at the time. So I graduated this past May. I had my grandparents were able to fly out from California, and then my family from Colorado, and yeah, it was a very hard and tough year, it being senior year and then me also dual sporting on top of that. But I'm grateful that I did it, and I'm glad that I, at least got to wrestle the 1 year in college. It was different. It was a different style from high school. High school's a folk style type of wrestling, whereas in college is freestyle. So I felt
Mhm.
like I was kind of relearning wrestling all over again, but I was definitely in the best shape of my life during that time
Leilani,
for sure.
after this today, I'm gonna text
Yeah.
you because I have someone that I would like to connect you
Okay.
to. And so it may involve some
Okay.
travel. I don't know how it's gonna work out, but I believe in planting seeds, right? And I
Right.
see if you're down to go to Texas, I know someone who would love to work with you to maybe like set up a wrestling camp to attract more female
Okay.
wrestlers. So, I will text you about that afterwards.
Yes,
Yeah,
please do.
okay.
Please do.
Of course.
So
So,
Alyssa, what are you a multi-sport athlete growing up?
Growing up, which is so crazy and ironic, my dad is a football coach. My brothers all played football. I was surrounded by football, and I hated it. I was a full on soccer. I only wanted to play soccer. My whole life revolved around soccer. I played it all the way up 2 years until college. So 2020, obviously when COVID happened, I stopped playing, and then I had my son. But all the years growing up with being surrounded by football, of course, I watched and I tuned in because it was such a competitive sport, and football can change so quickly. You never, an interception can happen, a fumble can happen, a safety can happen. So it intrigued me obviously watch, but playing it, no, thank you. So coming into after having my son, seeing that one of my old friends posted about football, I was like, I might as well try it because I think I can be good at it. My football IQ is high enough to where I can be kind of good. And ever since then, I was like, oh yeah, football is for me. I mean, I may be a lawn fairy at heart, and I will always love soccer, but right now, football is what is surrounding me. Of course, I played sports in high school to keep me busy. Like it was soccer, basketball, track, soccer, basketball, track, soccer, basketball, track. Boring to me. I hate it. I'm like Leilani. I hated basketball. It was so boring for me.
That's crazy.
I always got fouled out. It just wasn't great for me.
Wow.
Yep.
And then track was just another one. No fault to anybody in the comments if you love basketball or track. It's just not for me. Waiting from 6 to 6 to run a 2-minute event. No thanks. So
Did you find that? Did you find that soccer, or what traits from soccer translated over to football that you felt like you were already one step ahead of the game when you start step foot on the football field?
truthfully, it may seem kind of like a stretch, but endurance.
Yeah.
Like obviously, physicality was something I had to try to get up there a little bit. Like getting hit by Leilani the first time ever, I almost quit. Can't lie to you. It was not great for me. I didn't enjoy it at all. But endurance was something that made me it felt like I had one step ahead of everybody else in the game because I could go play by play by play by play by play.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one thing I felt translated really well from soccer to football.
So, Alyssa,
That's
I,
good.
I want to just talk about some of your achievements because the Dream Big organization does really well with doing research and just generally providing information. And so, some of the things on your resume. So, 4-time first team All American selections as a wide receiver and defensive back, 2022 to 2025. Nevada Storm Rookie of the Year in 2022. An Offensive Player of the Year 23-24. Callie Ward, Defensive Player of the Year 2025, and Game Changer Award winner of 2025, and 2-time Team United selection as a defensive back. So big baller, okay. And you have a pretty nice resume right here. And so um talk about what makes you the standout player that you are. Like, what drives you every day and what allows you to, just leave it all on the field and just really dig into like the best version of yourself.
I think one thing that always keeps me going is that there's always somebody better.
Mm.
So yes, of course, I have all of those achievements and they're great stripes to have. But for example, I play against Leilani. That is being hit and standing up limping. Not really the best thing to see on film, but there's always somebody better than you. And if you can't make fun of yourself or if you can't be humble enough to know that you're not the best, it doesn't really matter then about all of your stats and all of the stuff that you have because it means nothing in the end because you think that you're already the best. Sure, all of those things. When I first got All American for a wide receiver, my rookie year at Nevada Storm, I never thought that I'd be a defensive back All American ever. I never thought that I'd be a game changer for a new team that I just joined, playing alongside some of the best: Antoinette, Brianna, Nori Washington, Jamie Robinson, let alone.
Mhm.
Jamie dog walked my old team with her interceptions, let alone. I was literally standing shoulder by shoulder, matching jerseys next to some of the most memorable names in the WFA.
Mhm.
The fact that I received an award so small to other teams, but so big to me, it means a lot. And I think it's because personally, I didn't come to this team headstrong like this is my way or no way. I
Yeah.
came to this team, we're family. You're going to
Mhm.
yell at me and I'm going to yell at you. But at the end of the day, I love you and I know that you love me. And that's what really makes
Yeah,
me have those achievements because I have people like that beside me.
That makes me
yeah,
think about something where,
yeah.
there's like different research that supports that women who compete, they build a different type of skill set. So even speaking to it, like being able to have disagreements, but then like that bonding right afterwards. And so, and I want to kind of ask both of you this, and I want to bring it back to the event because I'm doing a terrible job of talking about the actual event. But this is more of a showcase for the both of you. But talk about like why it's so important, especially as like girls, right? As women, where we have like different standards on how we carry ourselves in society or how we address complicated situations. Talk about how you can gain those skill sets as being a young competitor, as an athlete. And Leilani, if you want to answer that first, and then Alyssa, I would like you to answer it as well.
Um, s- Sorry. So you're tailoring specifically to competing at a younger age,
Right. And just really so as a young girl, developing like a certain skill
or just like
set.
in general?
Yeah, yeah. Like, why is it in general? Why is it important for young girls to maybe use the opportunity for like competition to develop skill sets on how to handle difficult situations, or how to overcome disagreement with teammates, or like what kind of lessons can you learn as being like a young competitor, as a young female competitor, that you can use or translate into everyday life skills.
I think there's so many traits that you can learn as, competing in sports at a young age. I think honestly a lot of built on who I am has came from going on that path of being a young female athlete, determination, grit, facing adversity and how to overcome that adversity. Um, what it looks like, how do you carry yourself when you lose, how do you carry yourself when you win, um, are you still learning from whether you win or lose, how can you pivot in you know in the middle of a game when something isn't going your way, how are you able to pivot in a um quick situation. And I
Mm,
feel like those are things you can always apply to life, because there's sometimes where something bad is developing over time and then you don't realize till you're at the end and you see like the outcome where it's like, oh, I could have recognized this a lot sooner, but it's
yeah.
like, okay, well now how do I approach this situation knowing that it's built up over time? Whereas,
Mm,
you'll be in the middle of a situation and be able to recognize it. It's like, okay, how am I able to pivot? How am I able to keep myself centered, and have a short-term memory from what's happened in the past, but also keep it in the back of my mind to be able to use it for future solutions when I face the same problem again, or a problem that's similar. Um, the character trait of humility, I think that's a really big one that I carry
mm,
day to day, always, that I've learned from sports, because like I said, I was not the most talented on the field and I had to work really hard. And sometimes hard work doesn't produce what you originally wanted to, even though you worked really hard, sometimes you won't get that great outcome. And it's like,
yeah.
okay, well, how can I still remain humble in this situation? Am I going to keep moving forward? Am I just going to lay down and quit?
Yeah.
And I feel like that's something you learn from a young age, from small losses and from team building sports to the individual sports like wrestling. um, it's honestly, and I think especially tailoring to females, we it's a lot more mental for us in general,
Mm,
how we approach situations and our circumstances. And I feel like we honestly have a little bit more emotion in how we approach things. And
mm,
so being able to be having that challenge within like a sports um kind of situation, it
mm,
helps to translate into life, especially if you enjoy that sport. um,
Yeah.
and I think that also comes with and sports isn't just like the team that you're on, but you build relationship with your community, with your coaches,
Yeah.
with other people on other teams, and so I think community is also a big part in being able to build relationships with
Absolutely.
a bunch of different people within that community, and you get a lot of
Yeah.
different connections. Yeah.
Yeah. Alyssa, do you want to add to that? And then, because what I want to do after you add to this, well, Alyssa, just add a few more comments to that, like, and maybe develop like what kind of skills have you developed just being a competitor that translates over to like everyday life skills.
The biggest thing that I have to say that's translating into my life skills is I don't always have to say something.
Mm,
And it may sound like it's a broad statement, but
mm,
on the football field, I'm very quick at the mouth. I always have something to say.
mm-hmm.
Learning, especially with this new team with Cali War, shout out to a lot of players and they know who they are. They help me realize like something can upset me and I know that it's upsetting me. And then they were like, it's not that big of a deal. And I'm sitting there like,
Yeah.
it is a big deal. Like, what are you talking about? And 30 seconds later, I'm like, wow, like I'm glad I could have risked us getting a flag or a penalty. And it just hurt my ego instead of, if that makes sense. So it's
Of
just really
course.
taking a deep
Yeah.
breath is something that's translated into real life because there's some situations where somebody shoulder checks you or with my son, he does some stuff and I'm like, I could really cuss you out what you're for,
Yeah.
but I'm not gonna do
Yes. So, and I want to go into this, and I'm gonna bring
So
you back in, Coach Rye, after this. But Leilani, just to give some of your stats, five-time first team All American selections as a linebacker, 2021 through 2025, Mile High Blaze Defensive Rookie of the Year, 2021, WFA Division II National Champion, 2022, and WFA American Conference Defensive Player of the Year, 2025. Now, the reason why I wanted to make sure I could get these stats out is because this brings me to a greater, more exciting point. And I don't know how much information you know about this, Coach Rye, but I'm going to bring us back in. So, this year, we are actually adding a layer to this event. So, usually the event is just a competition, not just one of the best competitions of the year. But this year, Leilani and Alyssa will be hosting a camp. And so I'm so excited about that because it will host 100 athletes. The goal is to get as many high school girls involved as possible. Um, but I am really excited about this, and I wanted to just provide your stats so that people understand how important it is to get your young athlete registered for this event on December the 6th. A free event at that camp.
Me? Oh, wait. It like it cut out for a second. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, I'm so sorry. Can
Wait,
you
did
hear
she
say
me?
the
drop?
last part again. It cut out for a second. Yes,
No,
yes. Now I
no.
can.
Okay, so I'm so sorry, guys. Technology. So what I was saying is the camp. So we're talking about the camp now. So
Yeah,
what I was saying
yeah.
is I'm
I can
excited
hear that part.
about
I can
the
hear that.
camp being added to the event this year. And are you guys hearing me okay?
yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And so my question was, tell us a little bit more about the camp. So I know that there will be 100 athletes involved. I know that Dream Big does have like a focus on 100 athletes, and most of them hopefully being high school players. But tell us a little bit, how did this idea come about? And then also tell us a little bit more about the camp.
So yeah, so Ian reached out to us about this idea. He had to have the camp to give not only the players participating from the WFA, WNFC, wherever league to coach this camp and, you know, give access to these younger girls, the coaching, the experience that these women have playing at the highest level you could go with women's tackle football. Um, but also just being able to develop these girls' skill level and again building community between the WFA, WNFC, the other leagues that are forming recently, and I know Las Vegas specifically is really coming up in girls sport or girls flag football. I had a couple teammates from Ottawa University who came from most of my team was made up from Las Vegas girls. So I know that they're now some of the recently graduated have gone back and are now coaching at that level because girls flag football has just grown like exponentially. So just giving them another outlet to be able to develop their skills, to build community, and you know possibly funnel into the tackle football world and see like, hey, here's another opportunity for you, and here's another world of women's football you may not have known about that is open to you, because a lot of these girls that are playing flag football may have originally wanted to play tackle, but they were told that they weren't allowed on the field because, you know, even now it's still considered a male dominated sport. I feel like tackle football specifically. And I know that there are a couple of girls who have reached out to me who say they aren't allowed on their football team because it's only guys. And so just letting them see and know, I mean, I know that's one big thing that I've always kept in the back of my mind, in the back of my heart, that um, being a person I needed when I was younger, and I didn't have a lot of female role models that were playing tackle football. And I didn't even find out about the WFA until I was 14, and I had been playing since I was 9 years old. And so for the longest time, I thought I was the only girl playing tackle football in my near area, maybe even in the state of Colorado, because I hadn't seen any other girl playing tackle football. And so it's just nice to see that representation and to give that to them. And then also hopefully get them to come to the game and come to support women's tackle football. And again, creating that outlet. And on top of that, also getting more donations and more foot traffic to the game to be able to have more donations for the Toys for Tots Foundation as well.
Yeah. Alyssa, hey, speaking of Toys for Tots, I mean, again, this is a fundraiser for Toys for Tots that we are putting together. What does that concept of the event mean to you, Alyssa?
It actually means a lot, mainly because I come from a family of a gang of kids. There's six total of us. I have four brothers and one sister. So knowing that, I know my parents didn't have all the money in the world growing up, but I think little things like that helped us have big Christmases, memorable Christmases, not letting us feel like Christmas is just another day. So playing for something like this, it's a deeper meaning for me. Yes, I love football. Yes, I'm glad I get to play, but I play for a whole different reason. Like our motto in the WFA is play for her. And in this game, it really is like I'm playing for these kids. I may not know them. I may not meet every single one of them,
Yeah.
but I know that it's for a good cause. And some kid's going to be smiling
Yeah.
because of us. And it makes me happy.
And with
I love that question.
2.0. You're gonna see. I'm gonna be in everybody's butt just because I'm a tackle football player. I could stoop down to their level. Hold on, I was a high schooler at one point. I know exactly what your mind is going through, and we're gonna go this, that, and the third, and we're gonna win.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we're gonna do.
Absolutely. No, it's gonna be a fun event, man. I'm so glad that we added that. We added that layer to the event already. Really fun event that we have. So yes.
Okay.
You said you had a
Yes.
question. Sorry about that.
No. Just to talk about some of the details of the actual event. So the event will be on December the 6th. I want to remind everybody to go to the Dream
Yeah.
Big
I don't hear the question.
website for more information to register next week. The registration should be open. And so I will have Dream Big post their website in the comments so that if you are interested in being a part of this event, you can just go to the website and register. Again, that's going to be at Canyon Springs High School on December the 6th. And so, again, please
Yeah.
reference the website in the comments to register. These all American champion athletes will be hosting 100 athletes. The event will be free. I do want to make a point, just because this is a fundraiser. And so I am always going to encourage people to give. And so even though you may not be able to attend the event in Vegas, you can go to the Dream Big website to find toys that will be donated directly to Toys for Tots. And so I got a little bit of information, but I can't ruin the surprise today. But a big thank you to the Las Vegas chapter, Toys for Tots, for partnering with Dream Big to provide a special event without giving too much information. And so I'm really excited to be able to be a part of that. So again, please go to the website if you would like to become a donor to Toys for Tots. And again, you don't have to be a part of the event. You don't have to attend the event to be eligible. We really just want you to be a part of the overall event, which is giving back to Toys for Tots. So I just wanted to make sure we explain that part as well, and that registration, the event will be free for up to 100 athletes. So it will be capped at 100. Okay. So to the both of you, what do you hope that the athletes will gain from this? The young people that you get to work with, what do you hope that they'll gain from this event? Are we gonna have to paper rock scissors?
Go ahead, Leilani. Go ahead.
I don't know. I hope they just, at least learn one thing that they hadn't known before. Of course, because we want to make it more of a skills-based kind of camp. So, of course, at least learn one thing. Second, have fun, because if you're not having fun at a football camp, then why are you there? I feel like I always had fun at all the football camps that I've attended. And I think third is just I hope they also, if they hadn't played football before, find a love for football. That would be my top three.
I
There you
like
go.
that.
Alyssa?
I think my biggest thing, especially with the age group that we're working with, I want every girl to leave there with confidence. In any little thing that they're struggling with, I think confidence is something that's really big. Like, even if it's not football, like if it's the way you run, if it's the way that you catch the football, if it's something like any little thing that Lay and I can help them with, I think confidence is my biggest thing. Because again, we were high schoolers at one point, and I know that we didn't have everything perfected. So having two top chart athletes working with these Play-Doh players, and we can mold them into something just a little bit better than what they were, I couldn't ask for anything else. And I hope that they realize that Lay and I aren't that far in age from them, and they
Yeah.
will get 1v1 very quickly. I hope they realize that we're just not punk out there.
Right.
We're in that same age pool. We're right there with them. So it's gonna.
I was gonna ask what's the toy that you guys absolutely love to have, but I'm kind of scared to ask that now. It could be like something that we was playing with, or you guys was playing with what 10 years ago, 8 years ago, or something like that.
Right. And I was definitely already an adult at the age. So
Yeah. So we talked about the flag. We talked about Toys for Tots. We talked about the flag game. The big tackle game. All right. One of you is representing Team Grinch. One of you is representing Team Blitzen. Right. Let's start with Team Grinch. Let us know what I mean, it's my job to not have greasy footballs this year, so we ain't fumbling on every play.
Oh my! I'm sick and tired of losing. How do I tell you?
Yeah,
That's all I know. I've been on Team Grinch for too damn long with too many L's. Hear me out. Team Grinch got more L's than my last name.
Oh man.
We're not
Leilani,
doing
I'm
this
sorry.
anymore.
I'm sorry. I'm kind of pulling for Team Grinch. Kind of got hosed a little bit last year with the football situation. And it wasn't dream big situation or anything like that. We brought some balls from one of our coaches brought some balls, said they had the balls, and they were not prepped very well.
Oh, you didn't condition them?
Oh, they were terrible.
I don't know.
But Team Grinch, what are we looking to get this year from Team Grinch? What's the attitude so far been like, and what do we expect on December 6th?
I think the biggest thing is going to be intensity. Like, if I already feel how I'm feeling now, and the game is like, what, 2 months away? A month away?
Yeah.
I'm pissed. And I'm going to let my team know that I'm pissed. And I hope that they know that this losing streak is for the birds. So we're going to have a great game. It's about to be Green Bay Packers and Cowboys all over again.
Oh no. No. Oh my goodness.
So Team Blitzen. I mean, we talked about all the fumbles from last year.
Then that makes me think, what are the overtime rules? Can we get the overtime rules in the comments, please? But go ahead, Coach Wright. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So Team Blitzen, the last season's game, there was quite a bit of fumbles, but credit it, it's caused a lot of those fumbles. I think you caused 2 of them. You also had the hit hurt around the world. You and Peanut going head up. But you guys really brought some defense. And I know that's your side of the ball. That's what you specialize in, that side of the ball. Tell me a little bit about Blitzen this season and what you guys are going to bring.
We're going to bring home another trophy. Hopefully, it's not cold. So that's all.
A participation trophy is what she's talking about. She's bringing home a participation trophy. All of you Team Grinch in the comments, just know that.
Hey, well, I heard it. I think everybody heard it. Blitzen is looking to bring that trophy back home again for what is it? Has Grinch even won before? I don't even know.
Whoa, Coach, lower your voice. Oh my God, what are we doing? You know you were our coach last year.
Hey, look.
On the same team?
I'm wearing my green this year. I'm wearing my green. I will tell you right now, I'm Team Grinch again. I'm going to root for Team Grinch to pull this off. Sorry, Leilani. I mean, you got a lot going on already positive. We need a high note for that, dang it.
We love Team Blitzen. We love them.
Yeah.
Yes, we love
That's
Grinch.
tough. That's tough.
Honestly,
I love the energy.
I didn't even be looking at the score. That game was just too fun. I didn't even look at the score. I didn't even know the score till the end of the game. So.
Absolutely, yeah. From my perspective as a coach, it was just you're kind of in awe at the game because you have so much talent around you and so many names around you. And it's for a great cause. Of course, we go out there and compete at a high level. And we talk our mess, and we, you know, I think each the same because get our fan base knowing a little bit about who you are and what how you prepare yourself for football games and things like that. Okay, so
All right.
I'll start and then I'll let Jazzy go ahead and finish a couple of the questions as well. Okay.
It's
For
on
sure.
you.
All right. Let's start with what's your pregame song? Leilani, what's your pregame
Ooh.
song? What's the
That's a
song that
good
gets you
one.
jacked up before the games?
That's a good question.
Well, I start with gospel. You know, I always got to keep myself centered. It's our same rotation. So I listen to "Peace of Mind" by Lauryn Hill. I get myself centered. I listen to some gospel music, probably Maverick City music, and then J. Cole. You know, you could send me any J. Cole song, and that's my end of my playlist to get me real hype.
There you go. All right,
So
Alyssa, what you got?
you take a calm approach to
I can't lie
violence.
to you. I am
I'm sorry.
Leilani. Leilani, I just want to say, one with God too. I promise. I do not play anything gospel before the pregame.
That's
Nothing
okay.
whatsoever.
That's okay.
So my
That's
first
you.
song that I come out with always is "Hometown" by Adele. I just like it's a centerpiece for me because I feel like I'm a big person in a small town. And then after that, it's Rod Wave on Rod Wave on Rod Wave on Rod Wave. It
That's
doesn't
valid.
change. I
That's
just love
valid.
that fat man.
All right. All right. So let's go, Leilani. College or pro? College or pro football? Which one do you prefer to watch?
Oh, watch college.
College?
Great answer.
Alyssa.
Yeah, yeah, college
Uh,
by like
All right. So
a
what's your
lap.
team? What is your team?
Oh, USC Trojans. Right
Okay.
on.
Fire.
Whenever you want to go to
Alyssa.
a USC game, let me know. I'm down.
Oh, I'm always ready. I stay
When
ready.
when do you
Always.
move to
Always.
I
California?
like oh yeah, you do too.
Probably mid-December, beginning of
Okay.
January.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry.
Here goes a little bit of here goes a little bit of a loaded question for you, Leilani.
Okay.
Um, and we kind of want to get shine a spotlight on this person, but who's a player that you go up against that you really just kind of don't want to, like you lose sleep a little bit when you go up against this player?
Don't want to.
Yeah,
Okay, if I'm being honest, like nobody. I get excited if someone's better than
Great.
me and they're faster or like I don't know. If you're better than me in any caliber, I'm excited to go against you. I want to see how I match up. And
there you
like,
go.
I'm gonna be preparing. I'm prepared. I'm prepared, and I'm gonna see how I match up. So I lose sleep because I'm excited. So I mean,
Golden State got them a monster, boy. I swear, boy. God, oh. Alyssa, what about you? Is there a player that you played up against that you lost a little bit of sleep thinking about or watching film on?
Yes, myself. God damn it.
ooh,
Myself. I can't
that's a
like
good
I'm
one.
like a new player every game. You're
Oh
never
boy,
gonna get the same player every single game. You'll
yeah.
get the same mouth, but player, yeah, you gotta wait on that. I don't know. You don't
Hey,
know.
hey, you want to know something though? Like if you watch film on you, that is a little bit true. I mean, we've seen you in press coverage, we've seen you in zone coverage, we've seen you intercept the ball, return for touchdowns. So you're so diverse that we don't know what we're gonna get, in
Just
that game. Is definitely true. All right, I'm gonna go back to it. Leilani, what was your favorite toy growing up?
My favorite toy. I liked horses, so I would just like playing like I'll just play with like toy horses. Honestly,
Toy horses.
yeah.
Okay, kind of makes sense with the mile high with the There you go.
Yeah, I wanted a horse really, really bad when I was younger. I didn't. Yeah, I wanted a horse really bad. I wanted my own
I,
ranch.
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's still
Yeah, I
possible.
just got a puppy. I don't know. I couldn't do a horse.
Mhm.
Yeah, I got like a mini horse. I got like a 90-pound Presa Canario, so she's kind of close to a pony.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Nice.
Alyssa, favorite toy growing up.
I don't know if it's a toy, but my favorite thing, I'll never forget it. They're like the little shoes with the skates on the bottom. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Ooh, Heelys.
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 Yeah.
Oh, bro, them shits are fire. I was on them bitches in school, like,
Listen, you was the one in the mall sliding down the.
absolutely. Then I catch the
Uh,
rock and face plant. Damn it.
Oh my goodness. I could see
not
it.
the Heelys. That's awesome.
I could see
Them are
it.
great.
Okay, last question. Favorite Christmas movie, Leilani.
I actually like How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
That's the favorite
No,
one.
yeah, but like
Okay.
the real life one, not the cartoon one.
Okay. Alyssa.
I think my favorite Christmas movie has to be A Christmas Story. Like, it's just there's so many like key parts of that movie where the BB gun, you'll shoot your eye out, kid, or when the dad
Yeah.
gets like the sexy leg as a lamp. It's like there's just so many parts in that movie that are just so great.
No. Friday After Next.
Oh, bro, wait, no, wait.
No, we don't. No Friday After Next. No Home Alone.
Mm.
Home Alone's a good one too. Home Alone's a good one.
I like
I
Home
know
Alone.
this is gonna be. I know everyone's gonna hate me for saying this. Elf is such an overrated Christmas movie. It's literally garbage.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
I
All
hate
right.
Elf.
Oh,
It's so bad.
I
so
also don't
much
really like
hate.
Elf.
Oh, Leilani, we love that. Great answer.
Mhm.
That's the
I do
young
have
people
one
speaking.
question I
That's
want to
what that
ask you
is.
though. I like on this
Okay.
list. So, most underrated player in women's football that you have played with or against.
Ooh.
That was a good one. We almost missed that one.
Wait.
The most underrated. Oof. I got a
Yeah.
couple underrated players myself.
Underrated.
Yeah, underrated.
On Cali War, I'm gonna say Happy Antoinette. She is the most underrated player, I believe. Like, she
Mm,
is such an untouchable player that
mm,
doesn't get enough recognition for her talent at all. Like, she is just a monster. I had to go
mm.
against her. Never again.
Personality
What, one on one?
exactly
You
opposite
went one
on
on one
off the
with her?
field, right?
Why are you
I
going one on one with her?
Listen. I had to run through the gap. Coach was like, "Run through the B gap." I said, "Bro, I got it." He
Don't
grabbed
you
my
know
jersey. I didn't even move. I was
Oh
like,
goodness.
"Okay."
Oh my goodness. And Happy was one of those athletes I got to meet last year. Incredible human. Like, to really be able to get to know
Yes.
her off the field was an honor, and I cannot wait to see her in Vegas again. So, and I know she's probably watching because she's a huge supporter of both of you. And so I look forward to seeing her again. So, but Leilani.
This is a hard one. I'm gonna have to give my flowers to my girl Paula from the Blaze. She
Ooh, the end, right?
no, she does running back and occasionally
Ooh,
linebacker.
yes,
Our
yes, yes.
Silver Surfer. I just like every time someone asks me about women's football, I always bring her up because she still inspires me. I don't think I could be playing this level of football at her age and the amount of stuff she has going on outside of football, like with family and work and juggling it all, not juggling, balancing it all is just like an inspiration to me. So as like a person and how she's able to translate that on the field and still be able to work out and memorize the playbook, still help everyone else in all their positions on the field, and how she stays positive, and whenever she wouldn't be starting all the time, but when they would put her in, she would do her job and give us a little extra. She's still she's she's trucking along, and I don't know if I could do that in her same situation. So I got to give Paula her flowers for sure.
Did you guys ever play against New Mexico?
Yes. Yeah, I believe we
Shauna,
played them.
Shauna Brooks.
Oh, Slim. She's good too.
Yes.
Slim's good.
That's a underrated player that doesn't get talked about enough. With Shauna Brooks.
Hey, I can't lie though. I'm gonna add another one from Blaze. Tamara. Why is she so dang fast for a big girl? Why am I dang near running a full sprint and she's keeping up with me?
She's running with you. She's running.
I'm like, wait.
And laughing at the same time.
And laughing. And then when she picks me up and spins me in a cycle and throws me down, she helps me up. No, girl, move. Yeah. I know you didn't just catch a highlight and try to help me up. No. Heck no. No.
Yep.
That's hilarious. Yeah, there be some deceptive players out there, man, that can move too.
Yeah, I feel like there's a couple on every team for sure. Long list.
Well, I do appreciate both
right,
of you
Jazzy?
sharing that. But I thought we were gonna have one more guest tonight, but I think we might be past bedtime, maybe. Is Josiah still there, or did he leave us for the night?
Want me to go get him?
He's been waiting his turn. I feel so bad because I don't like to do
He's been
things like
waiting.
that.
He was
I'm gonna go get him. I'll get him. Hold on.
Yes, please go get him because
You
we're
know how
very
kids are
excited
though.
to talk to
Kids
him.
don't talk to you all day until you get on the phone. I swear. As soon as you get on the phone, here come the kids.
Yes. So, but Alyssa's pride and joy.
Yes.
I know he was with us before we started the stream, and I don't want to leave him out because he waited his turn.
Oh yeah.
And of course, yes,
Hey.
first but definitely not last. Hello, Josiah. Welcome to the live stream. How are you?
Hey.
Good. See, you were not as shy before. Now you're being really shy.
Hey.
Yes.
Yeah, now he's all being shy, huh?
He is. So tell us about mommy. What do you like the most when you see your mom play football?
Um.
Don't look at me. They asked you. Let's get done. Josiah, what number is mom?
There we go.
20. Wait.
What number is mom football?
28.
28. Yes.
Yes.
What team does mom play for?
Kelly Ward.
Callie Ward.
There you go.
Do you
sounds
like
good.
what do you make signs or like posters when you go to your mom's games?
I.
Say yes.
Yes. And my moms have a work bowl and I have school tomorrow.
You have school tomorrow. Oh, look, it's you.
Yes, it is you.
Okay.
Aww, that's his first time in LA.
Nice.
Go
Yes.
to the beach.
I love going to the beach. Yes. Well,
You go to the beach.
I love to. I can go if I could
Visit.
go to the beach every day, I would. Well, Josiah, we know you have school
You have
tomorrow.
the beach.
I do. Yes, I love the beach.
Yeah.
So I know you have school tomorrow. We don't want to hold you very long, okay? Because we know that you're a really good student,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
There you go.
So thank you, Josiah, again for joining us. Alyssa, thank you for bringing Josiah on. We really appreciate it. And I just want each one of you to take the opportunity to leave a final message. Just for Dream Big, of course, Toys for Tots. And then please just
Barbie.
re-invite some of these young players out to this free camp. So if each one of you could just take the time to leave us with a final message, and then just remind people of the event they can get. Leilani?
I can't hear you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think the final message that I'm going to leave off with is Toys for Tots is a great program. I like what it all, like the benefits and stuff that it's going towards. I think that if you guys, anybody in the comments, or if you guys want to spread the word about this camp, Leilani and I are super excited about it.
Yes.
I think that we're going to make it a lot of fun. And this knucklehead will be there with us. So it's going to be great. It's going to be a fun time. And I can't wait to see you guys all December 6th.
Yes. I'm very excited to also be hosting the camp with Alyssa, and for anyone watching, you should definitely sign up for the camp. There's only 100 spots, so, and I feel like they're gonna go fast because I know there are a lot of female flag players in the area, so be sure to sign up for that. I believe registration starts on Friday. And afterwards, come to the game. Please donate a toy. Shout out to Dream Big for hosting this entire event with the camp, as well as partnering with Toys for Tots, because the game is bigger than us. And, you know, we play for her, and also in this case, for Toys for Tots. And thank you, Jasmine, Coach Rod, for also having us on here. Really appreciate your time and your hospitality over the video. And yeah.
I am just a
Hey,
fan.
good luck. Good luck to the both
Yes,
of you two
thank
in your
you.
off season.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Good luck to the both of you two in your off season workouts. And Leilani, congratulations on your decision
Thank
on
you.
where you're going. I think it's going to be a huge deal for you. I know it's a big change, but I think you're gonna work in there seamlessly. You're gonna do just fine. So,
I
but other
appreciate
than that,
that.
we'll
Thank
see.
you.
I'm gonna see you guys in Vegas. I can't wait.
Yep.
Yes.
See you
Thank you
December
Go
6th.
both.
Grinch! Go
December
Grinch!
6th.
Go
Go
Blake.
to the website for
Go
information.
Blake.
Thank you guys. Y'all have a good night.
Yes. Good night.